Today we're looking at a couple of Marlin 336s. The Marlin 336 30-30, very common deer hunting rifle. It's lever action. Has been very popular throughout the years, especially in the Midwest, where a lot of hunting, for example, happens in the woods. It's not really much of a distance shooter being a 30-30. Effective range on these, typically like as far out as 300 yards, it's probably about it. Most shots are happening within 100, especially where I'm at in Kentucky. These are great rifles, and they've actually come back. So Marlin, these are actual Marlins. Marlin is a company, manufactured a lot of different rifles, a lot of different lever actions, and then eventually was bought out by Remington in 2007, I believe, late 2007. And then from there, they still manufactured these rifles, but there was a premium put on the pre-Remington buyouts. Today, Ruger actually owns Marlin and has reintroduced the 336 and a number of other a number of other Marlin rifles. So you can still actually get these. Now these two, the top one here is 1978. This one here was manufactured in 78. This one here in 1990. This one actually belonged to my grandfather. So that's been in our family for quite some time. And then this one we picked up just over time and saw it out. Both of them are awesome shooters. Being lever actions, you know, you're talking about reliability, especially if you're in a hunting scenario. That's what you want. Very simple to use. Both are side gate loading with a tubular magazine. Really nice. Both iron sights on these are great. I've never had an issue with them personally. I do have the old scope on the top one that I've used in the woods to hunt. Very reliable, very clean too. Very easy to clean. Maintenance on these is never bad. You'll notice that this one actually has a safety on it. So more of a safety procedure. Safety's on, it's totally unloaded now. This one does not have the safety. Nowadays they all do, and heck, you can even get them threaded. I've seen them out there. They have a version, kind of like Henry has the Big Boy X. Marlin has a more tactical version of this now that Ruger produces, where you can even get a threaded barrel if you wanted to use a suppressor. These do not. These are more your old school cowboy looking lever actions. Both have the sight hood on front, which makes it a little easier to see when you're using iron sights. This has an optic, the ability to put an optic on it. It's already got the mounts there. I have kept it iron sights just to have some diversity there. Both of them are really awesome. As far as recoil goes, you know, it's typical recoil you're going to find. They're a little bit heavier, so it's a bit more comfortable. 30-30 is not a super hard hitting round anyway, so it's easier to control. When I was a kid, I actually scoped myself on this in that exact scope when I was learning to shoot. So it's kind of a sentimental piece there on how to control recoil and the distance you keep from your optic or your scope. Really big fan of the finish on these too. Like this one is like more of a wood grain look. It's great. This one, same thing. So this is a bit older, and you can see some of the finishes worn off from the hand. Trigger pull on these, actually really controllable, really smooth. There's not a ton of creep or drag on these. I'm a big fan of these older Marlins, just like I am Henry's, and I feel like they shoot really, really well. Very smooth, easy to control. It helps with the accuracy, recoil, easy to manage. Even if you're, you know, a teenager learning to hunt, it's still a pretty manageable rifle. 30-30 is a very controllable and common round. So you can actually find ammo for these and find hunting ammo for these, which nowadays I feel like is kind of a, you know, if you're hunting with a different type of caliber that's harder to find, it could be expensive, and you could be in a scenario where you can't really find hunting rounds. So for me, I kind of gravitate nowadays toward this type of rifle where you can find the ammo, it's plentiful, It's not the most expensive stuff on earth, and you can find good hunting rounds for it. So if you're in the market, you're looking for a 30-30 or a lever action, you know, the older Marlins are awesome. I have not shot one of the newer Ruger ones, but the reviews look really good on them. If they're anything like these, they're going to be accurate, easy to manage, easy to maintain, and reliable, which is what we're all looking for. So with that, I'd say give us a like. Check out, we'll be putting some more hunting rifles and such up here in the near future. Wanted to show off these a little bit and get them out of the safe because they're pretty cool. They're too cool to kind of leave in the dark forever.